Good morning. It is Carcation time, and this is the first video of the series. And I have my coffee. My dog is barking on the deck. I think hopefully he stopped by now. Oh, there go the cat watching him. So that's a mess going on. I am recording using my daughter's tablet because yesterday my phone and my laptop both dropped into my turtle tank and was fully submerged. And after that, I cut my finger and was bleeding all over the place. So it was an awesome day yesterday. So now I have to call and try to get a new phone because I have no idea when my waterlogged equipment will dry out and turn on if it does. So that is that. I want to introduce myself. My name is Erica. I am a mother of three, a 26-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 15-year-old. All four of us have ADD, and um, and that's interesting in itself. But our my daughter, she's in the middle. She has autism. She's high functioning, but she also has this rare sleeping disorder. It's a circadian rhythm disorder, a body clock disorder called non-24 free running style. And this is a rare disease, a rare disorder that means that she's on a 25-hour clock. Like all of us on Earth, we're 24-hour. She's on Mars time, 25 hours, which means every day she sleeps later and later. And we have tried for a decade to try to see if we can correct it. And finally, our neurologist, sleep doctor, had said we've done all that we can do. We just have to work with it. If you'd like to know more about non-24, which is happens to be prevalent in people who have developmental disorders such as like autism and anything that where neurological um, wiring. And so if you want to know more about that, let me know in the comments and I can totally do something else telling you everything I know about non-24. Most autistics are diagnosed with insomnia, and many of them are not don't have insomnia. It's probably non-24, and so that's a whole different conversation. But she does have that, which means as a mother, I she didn't sleep when she was a baby. She hasn't slept ever, and at 2, 3 in the morning, she was reading Highlights magazine, in and then going to school. So we realized after the fact that her sleep deprivation from her trying to fit into society's schedule was fueling her autistic behaviors. It was fueling her anxiety, which caused meltdowns. So now that we have gone through this entire journey, she is living in her way and how she can work with society. It's like a compromise, where those meltdowns and that anxiety and so forth has minimized. Autism's still there. We have our moments. There's PMS to add to it. So autism plus PMS means a hell of a time. But yeah, so we have gone through this entire journey, and sleep is a problem in our house. Sleep is probably non existent. And so that is something that is we've been dealing with for a long time now. But through my journey, I've transformed a lot from where I started to now. And I'm a completely different woman from when we had her to today. And I do not sit there regretting and upset like, oh, she is the catalyst for a beautiful journey of what I've become, of what I've discovered about life, about myself. Um, and it was, autism is a challenge. It is not easy. It never has been easy. And I'm not sitting there like, oh, yay, autism. Um, no, I'm just saying autism is, um, we have our challenges, but we have our gifts. And so we try to figure out how to work with the challenges so that she can work with her gifts. Now, not all parents have the same experience. We have a lot of nonverbals out there, a lot of kids who have significant behavioral issues and so forth. And that's where we come in on how do we deal with that? And how do we how do we react to what they're going through? And there's a little saying about, the second arrow. Life is about suffering. We all have challenges in life. It's the human experience. But do we want, and it's like being shot with an arrow when you, with life, life between death, between, challenges, fights, disagreements, divorce, whatever you go through that causes a lot of pain and suffering. That's the first arrow that will shoot you in the side. Like, oh, okay, I'm bleeding and it hurts. But then we also shoot ourselves again with our own arrow and make things worse. And so we create a, a, a tougher situation in our minds and in in our environment because of how we react to life. And that's why my favorite saying is from Charles R. Swindoll. I hope I said his name right, that life is 10% of what happens to you, 90% of how you react to it. And that I have found personally for myself on how things work. So I don't want to make this a long video. I just want to just come to you to tell you about my story, and how I've managed stress when things feel overwhelming for me. I use my breathing a lot. I will breathe because I know that when things happen, let's say she's having an issue and she's PMSing, she's screaming, she's threatening to kill herself, whatever is going on, it's just to the extreme. I have to take a breath because I have to get my mind right. If I react to her, I'm just like putting Kingsford lighter fluid on an already flaming barbecue pit. So what I've come to learn was that if I take a breath and I get my mind into a wise mind, I call it wise mind and emotional mind. Wise mind is logical. It understands what's going on. It knows how to react to stuff. It's more strategic and it's more intentional. Emotional mind is like someone driving your car off a cliff, you and your family off a cliff. And it doesn't care about who it hurts. It doesn't care about what you want, what the outcome is. It doesn't care about what you say and what you do. That's your problem when wise mind takes over your car, driving your car again, of all the damage emotional mind did as far as saying the things you wish you never said. That's where the regrets come in, doing something you wish you didn't do. And so I noticed that when I take a deep breath, that is my break to pull myself out of the fight or flight mode that I'm in as far as when she's reacting or doing something, and for me to get my wise mind to take control of my car so it can decide on the best way to manage it. And it's been working wonders. Ever since I've learned that strategy, it's a big difference. And it was to the point where she was like, "You're not going to scream? You're not going to, yell? Why aren't you getting angry?" And it stopped her out of her own thing because she was shocked, like, wait a minute, my mother's not, going berserk, because it's just two women just going berserk, and because she's reacting, and I know she's autistic, but I'm emotional, I'm upset. She's saying things, she's doing things, she's destroying something, and I'm getting, I just want her to stop. And, but then when I learned that trick, that helped a lot. So, the other thing is that, if you're taking that deep breath or finding a place, like this is my Carcation mode. I love taking a break here, even though the dog is barking, I'm sure you can hear it. But that gets me out of the situation to kind of take a moment to be in the quiet space for my mind to let all of those crazy thoughts and everything to flow out so I can go back in with a clear mind. And so if you have a problem with getting babysitting, someone to uh, help you get time for yourself, if you can just get a 5-minute break, come in the car 10-15 minutes, that's all you really need. Oh, and here she comes because she feels she needs to know about her tablet, and she's going to be on camera in a minute. Oh, there she goes. And yep, that's because I have her tablet and she's coming in now. And yeah.
How many videos have you recorded?
I've only recorded one, Amira, and I'm almost done.
Okay.
So There's my Carcation. See? But this is how, it's when you have a different mindset on how you deal with things instead of me freaking out and getting upset. Um, I have a different mindset on how to see things differently, and which means my experience is different. And that makes a world of a difference. So I just wanted to just let you know it's okay to get upset. It's okay not to be calm when things are going nuts. But the point is that you are to think, try to pull yourself out. Once you realize that you're in this space, to bring yourself back so you can get back in. So the takeaways is take a deep breath. Take 5 minute mindfulness break wherever you can find it, whether it's in the car, a closet, in the bathroom. Find something. Focus on something positive. I'm happy for sunrises and sunsets. You'll always probably see me uploading a sunrise or sunset. I'm happy for the birds that come and visit me. I know it sounds cheesy, but you'll be surprised that you start to realize, you know what? Yeah, I'm having a tough time, but it's not as bad as you know but there are some good things here in life, and not the whole world is not darkness. There is light here. Four, like I said, if you can just get yourself into a 90-second break of breathing, that'll bring you out of fight or flight. And five, remind yourself to be compassionate. Give yourself a hug. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't think that you're supposed to be iron strong. We all fall, we all get weak. When my equipment dropped in the water, the turtle tank, and was submerged in water, I that's $2,000 worth of equipment. You know, did I want to find a bottle of booze? Absolutely. Did I want to find something? I didn't. I got a cup of tea, a green tea, and I watched the sunset. And I sat there for 5 minutes to regroup. And that made a difference. And now I'm going to work with my challenge, but in a different way. So that's it for today. I hope you have an awesome day. Find your peace. It's always around you, it's always surrounding you. You just have to look for it. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And I have a question for you, like, what's one way you find a little calm when everything feels overwhelming? Let me know in the comments below. All right. Peace and blessings to you.